Hi all, today we are going to solve some numericals on resonant grounding. So let us take the first example. So a 50 Hz overhead transmission line has a line to earth capacitance of 1.3 microfarads. The total capacitance is given. It is desired to use Peterson coil. Determine the reactance to neutralize the capacitance of 100% of the length of the line, then 80% of the length of the line, and 50% of the length of the line. So let us see how to solve this. So for solving this, first let us note down what is the data that is given, then we will proceed further. So the data that is given is, I am noting down given data. So the data is given, the total value of the capacitance for the entire length, it is given as 1.3 microfarads. And it is also mentioned the frequency is 50 Hz and we have to go for a Peterson coil. So it is asked to find, if you want to protect 100%, 80% and 50%, what is the value of the reactance that is required. That means we need the value of XL. So we know the XL is equal to 1 by 3 times of omega C. So this is already known to us because the value of the fault current should be equal to the value of the capacitive current. So from that formula it came. That means how this formula came? This is from the value of the ICF is equal to IF. So how the value of ICF comes? ICF will be equal to 3 times of V phase divided by XC. V by XC will give the current. It will be 3 times of the current because of each capacitor. This will be equal to, during the fault phase voltage divided by XL. So if you simplify this, you will get this formula. So I am directly proceeding with this formula. So the XL will be equal to 1 by 3 times of omega C. Getting it? So now for 100% of the line, so this will be equal to 1 divided by 3 into omega is nothing but 2 pi into F. This will become 2 pi into 50 into the value of C. C is given as 1.3 into 10 to the power of minus 6. So if you calculate it, you will get it as 816.18 ohms. This is the first one. So now coming to the second one, it is asked to find for 80% of the line. 80% of the line means the capacitance depends on the length, because capacitance per unit length multiplied by total length, that gives my total capacitance. Because total capacitance of the line is given, so if the length is decreased, accordingly proportionately the capacitance also will decrease. So the capacitance becomes 0.8 times of capacitance. This becomes 0.8 times of the capacitance. So every entire thing will be remaining will be same. Only 0.8 is divided with the answer that we got in the above step. So if you substitute this one, you will get it as 1020.22 ohms. Because you can see the reactance, amount of the reactance is increasing as the length you have to protect is going on decreasing. So similar is the case, the third one, for the case of 50%, it will become 1 by 3 omega C into 0.5 times of C. So if you calculate this one, it will become equal to 1632.36 ohms. This is the reason in the last class I told you, ideally speaking, because of the tuning of your inductor coil or tuning of your value of XL is equal to the value of the current passing through the capacitive current. So no current should pass in the line. But practically we cannot predict the exact location of the fault, because whenever the fault happens, the coil cannot tune itself automatically. This is the first problem. And the second problem, as the time is passing, the capacitance of the line can change, because the line parameters can change with respect to the time, because the conductor condition and other conditions, atmospheric conditions, so many parameters will be there, so they may change with respect to the time. Because of this, the capacitance may change. That's why always some small value of leakage current will always pass. So this is what is the observation from there, from the numerical. So the next one is a 132 kV 3-phase 50 Hz transmission line of 192 kilometers long consists of 3 conductors of effective diameter of 20 mm arranged in a vertical plane with 4 meter spacing and regularly transposed. Find the inductance and kVA rating of the arc suppressor coil or the arc suppression coil. So how to get this one? So again, let us note down the given data, whatever we understand from the question, then we will see how to solve it. So it is given your voltage, because it is a 3-phase voltage, so it is a line voltage that is equal to 132 kV. So from this, if you want to calculate the phase voltage, this will be equal to 132 divided by root 3 into 10 to the power of 3 volts. So voltage came now. So and it is also given the frequency is equal to 50 hertz and the length of the line is given as 192 kilometers, or this I can write as 192 into 10 to the power of 3 meters. This is what is given, and it is also mentioned there the effective diameter of your conductor. The diameter is given as 20 mm. So from this, because the radius is required for calculating the capacitance, so radius will be equal to 20 divided by 2. This is 10 mm, or this will be nothing but 0.01 meters. So this value is given, and then it is also given the conductors are arranged like this. 3 conductors are arranged like this. So the spacing between the conductors, because they are arranged in a vertical plane, so the distance between them is 4 meters. So these are the 3 conductors. So between these 2 conductors it is 4 meters. So obviously between the first and third conductor it will be 8 meters. And it is mentioned there it is transposed regularly. So we can calculate the average value or the geometric mean distance for calculating the capacitance formula. So let us try to calculate what is the value of the total capacitance. So capacitance will be equal to, we already studied capacitance per phase is 2 pi epsilon naught into ln of, the value of geometric mean distance will be cubed root of the 3 adjacent distances we have to take. Let us take the distances are d1, d2, d3 divided by the radius. This will give how much value of the capacitance per meter length. So this should be multiplied by the length of the line in meters. So thus gives my value of total value of the capacitance. So I am just substituting it. This will become 2 pi into epsilon naught is 8.854 into 10 to the power of minus 12 divided by ln of cube root of the distance are one is 4, second one is 4, third one is 8 divided by the radius. Radius is 0.01. All are mentioned in meters. So this should be multiplied by the length of your line. Length of your line is 192 into 10 to the power of 3, because it is 193 kilometers, 192 kilometers. So if you substitute this, you will get your value of capacitance as 1.717 microfarads. So we got the value of the capacitance. So from this I can calculate my value of the inductance of your coil. So inductance of your coil will be XL is equal to 1 by 3 omega C and XL is equal to omega L. That omega, when it comes here, it will become 1 by 3 times of omega square C. This will become 1 by 2 pi. This is 3 times of omega is equal to 2 pi into 50. Omega square we have to take. So this will be square multiplied by the capacitance is 1.717 into 10 to the power of minus 6. This is the value. So if you calculate it, you will get it as 1.967 Henry. So we got the value of inductance. So the inductance is asked, that is the first part. And the second one, it is asked what is the rating of the Peterson coil. Because the rating of the Peterson coil will be the fault voltage multiplied by how much value of the current that will pass, or the fault current that will pass. So for a line to ground fault, the value of the fault current, let us take it as IL or IF, whatever you take, that will be equal to the phase voltage that, or the fault phase voltage, divided by XL. XL is nothing but omega L. This will become equal to 132 into 10 to the power of 3. This should be divided by 3. That gives my phase value of voltage divided by omega L. That means this is 2 pi into 50 into the value of inductance is 1.967. So when you substitute this, you will get it as 123.33 ampere. So I got the value of the current. So from this I can calculate my rating of coil. So the rating of coil will be equal to V phase into the value of the fault current divided by 1000 if you want to calculate in kVA. So let us calculate it as V phase multiplied by IL divided by 10 to the power of 6, because that rating will directly come in MVA. So this I can write as V phase. V phase value is 132 into 10 to the power of 3 divided by root 3. That is the phase value of voltage multiplied by the fault current. Fault current is 123.33 This one I am dividing with 10 to the power of 6 so that my answer comes in the MVA value. So if you calculate this one, you will get it as 9.4 MVA. This is my rating of the arc suppression coil. So in this way, you have to solve the Peterson coil or arc suppression coil related numericals. I hope how to solve the numericals on Peterson coil and how to get the resonance and how to make your fault current 0 are clear to you. If you still have any queries, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. I will answer to your queries from there. Thank you very much.